In these problems, we're making estimates of some decimal addition problems by rounding these numbers to the nearest whole number. This is a quick way to get an answer that's maybe close enough. So instead of the difficulty of adding 67.275 plus 43.28, we're just going to add two numbers without any decimal part by rounding them first. When you're rounding to the nearest whole number, that means to round to the ones place. So this 7 is either going to stay a 7 if we round down or become an 8 if we round up. And when you're rounding, remember you look to the next digit to the right. And if that's below 5, you round down. So 67.2 something becomes just 67. That's the nearest whole number. And then 43.28, we start with the ones place and we look one position to the right, and that's a 2 as well, so we're going to round down there, so that's going to be 43. And then we can add these two together, and you could stack them up and go ahead and do your addition the way you normally do. I'm going to do this a slightly different way. I'm going to think of this as 60 plus 40 plus 7 plus 3, because I think those two problems are really easy, and it's the same thing. 60 is 60 plus 7, and 40 is 40 plus 3, so I can pull these pieces apart and add them in my head. When I do that, 60 plus 40, that's 100, and 7 plus 3 is 10, so our answer is 110. All right, let's try the next one. So this is a subtraction problem, but we're going to do it in pretty much the same way. We're going to round to the nearest whole number first. So we look at the ones digit and then 1 to the right. It's below a 5, so this rounds down to 65. And this one, we look at the ones digit and the digit to the right, it's a 5. So that means we round up. So the 39 goes up to the next number, which is a 40. And this is a pretty easy problem. 65 minus 40, if you take away 40 from 60, you get 20, and we left the 5 there, so that is 25. If that went by too fast for you, go ahead and stack it up and do the subtraction the way you normally would. I think you'll come out to 25. So that's a little bit of work with finding some estimations of decimal addition and subtraction.